Okay, so I just wanted to talk about King Kong 1976. I was thinking, okay, what am I going to talk about? I don't make this too long, but I just want to talk about this movie. I totally underestimated. I want to get into the old one and compare the differences, but this one is very different, quite startlingly different, and it's impressive. The guy who wrote it is pretty good. He's clever. And I started paying attention to this. I was like, I wasn't expecting this. I was like, I gotta watch this. I haven't seen this in 20 years. Watched all those disaster films, Airport 77, Towering Inferno. I was like, why haven't I watched this? I've watched it so many times as a kid. So I put it on, and right away, this is what, and I'm gonna just, this is my theory, I suppose. I hope to have this queued up, but I don't think I do. Okay, let's see here. Okay, yeah, this is Jessica Lange's character, and she's on a lifeboat. They find her. This is somewhere south, like south of Singapore. I don't know. She's out on a yacht in an evening gown with a bunch of gangsters. Their yacht blows up. I just assume they're gangsters. What kind of boat just blows up in the middle of nowhere? But she survives. She ends up in a life raft. And she's kind of totally indifferent. She's totally wrecked. She's spaced out. She looks like she's kind of in a daze, either drugged up or something. And so I'm going to take this as like she is in a cult, because she starts mentioning, oh, some Joe Blow is gonna like make her a Hollywood star, and she's all like, oh wow, oh my god, and he got killed, and she's not even fazed by it. But Jessica Lange, she is hands down, she's the best part of this movie, and that's why I just want to talk about her character. All the other stuff, who gives a shit? But it's good stuff too. But this is tremendous. What she talks, this is one of the first things she says. But she does mention Deep Throat. I'll just throw that at you as soon as she wakes up.
You know, to make it more memorable.
I'm a mere Jack.
You must be kidding. I mean, how could anybody who would save my life ever be near to me?
Okay, so she's got some low self-esteem. I think that's established in this. So I really take this as like, this chick is in a cult, or she's being abused. She's like either a willing prostitute, but or she is a forced prostitute. I don't know. But this is part of her choice she has to make throughout the movie, whether she gets out of this this lifestyle. So I think she does have the choice at this point. But so right away, I was just like, oh wow, this movie is a little more complex than I was sort of expecting. Okay, so what did I want to talk about here? Oh, okay, so yes, so she does mention Deep Throat. She actually mentions Deep Throat saved her life. And she says this because of the yacht blowing up. They were playing the movie. She didn't want to watch it. Yeah. So she went on the top deck, and that's how apparently she saved life. But I couldn't help but think that, oh wow, she really looks like Marilyn Chambers, especially in this shot. Maybe not throughout the whole movie, but as soon as I saw this, I was like, I had to pause it. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, and if you don't know much about Marilyn Chambers, okay, the All-American Girl look. Okay, yeah, so they have the same haircut. Okay. But I am just going to say she's already mentioned Deep Throat twice, and then basically, so whether you want to call this like more foreshadowing, but of course the idea is that the island is in perpetual fog. You can't see it. There's an island behind there. They showed you the photographs, 30 years apart, same fog. Fog never leaves this mystery island. You can't see through the fog. And then of course we get Marilyn Chambers behind the green door, where she gets abducted, you know, forced to perform like sexual acts as like a performance in front of people, and we don't know what's going to happen to her. Okay, well, I'm going to just spoil it for her. She does escape, but this is the story that the guy is relating. You know, you got to brush up on your Marilyn Chambers trivia, but and your classic porn there. So I just want to just point that part out. So I still say this is like the Hollywood cult elite, and what exactly happens? Okay, what do we got here? Oh, of course, then they have to sacrifice her. Yes, of course, they got to kill off a little bit of beauty. You got to make a good sacrifice to your god. And what is the line here? I have to just say the line. Okay, this was when the guy's kind of trying to warning him about Kong, like what are they gonna do? Why do they want to like give the woman? And the guy says, it's a nutty religion. A priest gets dressed up like an ape and gets laid. And that's terrific. That's Charles Grodin says that. So there you go. So it's a religion. It is a cult. Make more reference to it. But of course, this is the older story, which shows a profoundness, which is pretty good. But you know, like there's some kind of like savages here. Now, what else did I want to show you? So, of course, the difference, of course, in this movie is that a fact. I'll just play this clip of, let's see what we got here. Kong Okay, well, he basically gives the chick a bath. All right, so he gives her a bath, and so that's not so bad. I mean, you gotta admit, this is a great scene, and this is the difference between the two movies. I haven't really touched upon, of course, you know, like the Charles Grodin. I guess he represents kind of the oil guy. He's gonna sacrifice all the natives. Who cares about that part? But you do. I gotta point this out too. Maybe just to end on here. But oh yeah, you got the Twin Towers. The final scene, the Twin Towers makes an appearance, and that is classic. So that is tremendous. This movie has like so much to give, and I want to just point out too this one last scene. I gotta play this for you. Now this, I don't know how this made it into the movie, but this is overacting at its best. I hope this works here. This is tremendous.
Wait a minute. Wait, Carnahan, have you set seismic charges at that spot?
The man is doing it now, sir.
Don't move until it's finished. That's an order.
Oh, he is disgusted. He could not believe it. Oh my God, he got brushed off. I don't know how that made a movie. That just makes me love this movie even more. That's my favorite part.